Welcome back to Hannity. So over the past few weeks, CNN has really made great strides in solidifying their position as one of America's premier fake news networks. Now, naturally, one of its top pushers of fake news is none other than the so arrogant, combative, and frankly whiny senior White House correspondent Jim Acosta. And now that the administration is forcing Acosta out of the spotlight by hosting a few audio-only press briefings because they only want to play gotcha, well, CNN's White House darling is really starting to become unhinged, kind of like Liberal Joe. And that is the subject of tonight's mini monologue. So, like a plant needs sunlight, Jim Acosta apparently needs a camera, and during yesterday's audio-only press briefing, a clearly shaken Acosta demanded Sean Spicer turn those cameras back on. Listen to the arrogance.
There's no camera on, Jim.
Well, maybe we should turn the cameras on, Sean. Why don't we turn the cameras on?
Jen.
Why don't we turn the cameers on?
I'm sorry that you have to do. Jen, go ahead.
Why not turn the cameras on, Sean?
Jen.
They're in the room. The lights are on.
Olivia.
Do we have cameras on the president? Hold the press conference, Sean.
The first one is Senator Corker.
We'll continue to mix things up.
Why are the cameras off, Sean?
Try.
Why did you turn them off? Can you just give us an answer to that? Can you tell us why you turned the cameras off? Why are they off, Sean?
It's a legitimate question.
It's a legitimate question. You are a taxpayer-funded spokesman for the United States government. Can you at least give us an explanation as to why the cameras are off?
All right, don't let the exchange fool you. Acosta's mission extends far beyond just getting Sean Spicer to turn the cameras back on during a press briefing. In fact, it appears that Acosta is very much in line with his colleagues at CNN, led by Jeff Zucker, who are using fake news now as a political weapon against the Trump administration. For example, as we told you earlier, Acosta was forced to delete a tweet earlier this month after he claimed that President Trump did not visit Congressman Steve Scalise when he was in the hospital. Turns out, totally fake news. And that misguided tweet is only one of many examples of what is now a pattern: Acosta's corrosive coverage and biased coverage of President Trump. Now, sadly, for a White House correspondent claiming to be an unbiased journalist, Acosta has a pretty extensive history of trashing the Trump administration. Isn't he supposed to be objective and fair and balanced, including multiple combative exchanges with Sean Spicer, White House officials, and even the president? Why? So he gets to look good for himself on camera. Is he really looking for answers to questions for you, the American people? We'll let you decide.
It's like we're just covering bad reality television is what it feels like now. The White House press secretary is getting to a point, Brooke, where he's just kind of useless.
There was surveillance that was done on a variety of people that came up.
Well,
how do you, Jim, I find it interesting that you somehow believe that you...
Of course they're going to be looking at these various things.
Okay, I get it.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? Since you're... No, Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state...
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
can you state categorically...
Mr.
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
You're attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically...
You are fake news.
Sir.
You are fake news. You're very fake news. Well, Jim Acosta is very sensitive, and by the way, he gladly is doing the bidding of his boss, Jeff Zucker. And by the way, he goes to battle on behest of Zucker against the administration day after day. So instead of digging for truth and trying to get information for the American people, well, he's just digging at the administration, clearly with an agenda. Instead of looking for answers, Acosta, he's looking for ways to damage the president, prop himself up. Now, the sad reality here is that, like the rest of all of these fake news networks, in this case, CNN, senior White House correspondent, he'll do anything in his power to prevent the president from implementing his agenda. That's not good for you, the American people, now is it?